Hello everyone in YouTube land, Nintendo fanboy. I was coming back here as always. Alright, a video that I didn't want to do because, well, I just didn't want to do it because I don't care about the series anymore, and I just kind of lost interest in it because it's just kind of crap lately. And I think you know what it is with the title, and that is the Resident Evil 2 remake. Rumors. More rumors with the Resident Evil 2 remake. And I also wanted to wait and see if there was something showing up at E3 or something. I don't care whose press conference it is. I just want to see this game and see what it looks like, if it's really actually exists, if the Resident Evil 2 remake actually exists. Because keep in mind, this game was first shown off back at 2015. The teaser, not the game, like a logo. That's it. It was like a logo video on the Resident Evil channel, and that was it. And we haven't heard anything since. We just heard rumors coming out of people's asses. I don't know where this is. I have no idea where this fucking shit is coming from at all. But mostly, these rumors are just technical stuff. It's all technical. It's not like, some of the rumors are either first person or third person. I want to know story details. I want to know gameplay like third person and first person. I'll get to that later. But mostly, I'm going to go on, there's a couple sites here, comicbook.com and Game Tyrant, which is Geek Tyrant. This originally actually did come from Rely on Horror, but I don't go on there that much because I just don't. I don't agree with all of the people that run that site. They're kind of fanboys of Resident Evil, and they dislike everything that comes out with Resident Evil. But this is Game Tyrant, and it says something. It does say a little bit about like it will be in over the shoulder stuff like 4, 5, and 6. I definitely want it to be like over the shoulder like 4, because 4 had just obviously was directed by Shinji Mikami, and that's when Capcom was actually good at making games and not pissing off their fans and doing good by them. But yeah, like I said, there's a lot of technical stuff, like it's native 4K, and it runs at 60 frames per second and all that stuff. And I do care about the 60 frames per second stuff. I really do. I think all games should run in 60 frames per second. That is a must in 2018. Hell, even 10 years ago, it was required. Most Nintendo games run at 60 frames per second. We've been running games at 60 frames per second for a long time now, but that shouldn't even be like a problem. So, but yeah, that's mainly what the rumors are. It's 4K, 60 frames per second, 1080p. If it's running at 1080p, it's 30 frames per second. That's weird. If it's 4K, it's 60 frames per second. Okay, I don't care. But mainly, I care about the over-the-shoulder stuff. That's what it's talking about here on this. I'll put a couple of links in the description so you can read it. Some say it's going to be the best-looking Resident Evil to date. Ooh. So like Remake and Zero, those games still hold up. Even though I love the original 1, 2, and 3, and Code Veronica, but yeah, there's a lot of things here, like Jill Valentine will be in the game. Like, this is from Rely on Horror, so yeah. Yeah, Jill will be in the game. Like, really? I know 2 and 3 take place at the same time. Like, 3 takes place like an hour after Leon and Claire leave the city. So, and then Jill escapes too, because everything's going to hell, and they bomb the city, obviously. I don't think Jill will be in the game. I don't want Jill to be in the game. Focus on the RE2. Focus on Leon and Claire's story and Sherry and all that stuff, and William Birkin and whatever. Just focus on that. I don't want Jill in there. But yeah, right here it says modern over-the-shoulder camera featuring Resident Evil 4, 5, and 6. But it also says that it'll run the RE engine, which was responsible for Resident Evil 7. And I'm not a fan of Resident Evil 7, as you know. I'm not a fan of first person in Resident Evil. I'm not against first person games in general. I'm just not a fan of first person when it comes to Resident Evil. Resident Evil is supposed to be claustrophobic. Oh my god, zombies are coming at you. That was so great about, hell, even Silent Hill, you know. That was so great about classic survival horror games, because you had enemies coming at you, and when you couldn't move, you were trapped in a corner and zombies were coming at you. That's why I'm not a fan of first person in most survival horror games, or Resident Evil. Because first person is just, it's dull. It's really dull. You're just like, okay, this is stupid. I don't care. I already can picture what the Resident Evil 2 remake will look like if it is in first person. It starts up, Leon and Claire, everything is on fire. You see cars and you see whatever, zombies coming at you. Because Leon and Claire are separated, you know. I can just see it already. But yeah, I don't like first person in Resident Evil. I don't like it at all. Like I said, I'm not against first person games, just first person in Resident Evil. Like I said, it's supposed to look claustrophobic. And also, the reason why I don't like it, can't forget about this. You don't really identify with the character if it's in first person. You really don't. You don't know what they look like. In Resident Evil, in most first person games, in some you don't see the character's face, in some you do. But in Resident Evil 7, you don't even know who the character is. I don't even remember his goddamn name. Like I remember his girlfriend's name in the game. Mia. Her name is Mia. I don't remember his name though. Like you don't know who they are. He's not a fleshed out character. You don't care about him, even though you're playing as him. You just don't care if he dies. You're just like, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I care about Leon. I care about Claire and Jill and Chris and Barry and whatever. Like I care about those characters because they're at least fleshed out. You know who they are. You know how old they are. You know where they're from. You know where they work. You know their status. You know you know who these characters are. But it's like that's why we like Resident Evil. You know, Resident Evil 7 is like, okay, I don't give a shit about you. You know, or the other characters in general. But yeah, I just don't want it in first person. But there's been rumblings about it. It could be an over the shoulder. Some say it might be in first person, but I don't know. But yeah, the rumor, one of the biggest rumors out of all this is the RE engine thing. Like it'll run the RE engine, what Resident Evil 7 was running. And then obviously the native 4K and 60 frames per second, blah blah blah, whatever. But I'm reading this, it says Jill Valentine could be in it, and it's like, I don't know how they would know that. I really don't know how we would know any of this stuff. How do you know any of this crap? The game has not been shown off, you don't know nothing. You don't work for Capcom, so anyways. I'll just put a couple of links in the description, but also, yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but yeah, it's supposed to be the best looking entry so far. It's like, I don't care about that. Of course I want it to be the best looking entry. Why wouldn't it be the best looking entry in the series? That's stupid. But yeah, again, I don't want it to be first person. I want it to be over the shoulder. And I'm not against evolving a franchise. I am not against change. If you want to evolve a franchise, evolve it. That's fine. But and that's what Resident Evil 4 did it so well. It was over the shoulder. You could see your character. It was perfect. It was tight. It was polished. Obviously, because Shinji Mikami was, involved in it. He directed it. And it was perfect. I want it like that. I don't want it to be like Resident Evil Revelations 2 where it was episodic. I don't want that at all. I want it to be a full game, a game. That's it. And you can unlock stuff. And that's it. But it won't be that because gaming's like not like that anymore. But anyways, comment down below on what you think about these Resident Evil 2 remake rumors. What do you want it to be in? First person, over the shoulder, classic style? I want it to be in classic style if I had a choice, but whatever. Over the shoulder is great because it's still in third person. So, anyways, peace out. More random videos come soon. Later.